I'm gonna answer a question that I get all the time. I'm gonna talk to you guys about something that I know is on everyone's mind when they first wanna get into real estate wholesaling. The question is, can you get into real estate wholesaling with no money? Let's say you have no money, no job. Can you get started in real estate wholesaling? And I'm gonna dive into this on how it is possible, but how I would really suggest you don't do that. So let's dive into it, and I'm gonna give you guys some advice, some counsel on how to get started with very little money to no money, or how to go and be resourceful to come up with the money to really find success in real estate wholesaling and not burn yourself out and give up. I wanna see you guys be successful. So let's dive into the content today. I'm really excited. Let's go. Hi, my name is Zack Boothe, and I help people just like you become ultra successful in real estate investing and more specifically, real estate wholesaling. So you can follow along on this YouTube channel. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. And also, if you would like to apply for my mastery program, get direct access to me and all the actionable steps to become a successful wholesaler, make sure you go to my website, linked in the description below, and book a call so you can either talk to me or one of my onboarding coaches to see if we are a fit to help you in your journey to become a real estate wholesaler. Enjoy the content. All right, can you get started in real estate wholesaling with no money? So let's break down what real estate wholesaling is for those that may not really understand the process, okay? Let's say I find a seller that wants to sell their house for 50 cents on the dollar. Let's say the house is worth $100,000 when the house is completely fixed up. It's in a bad shape right now. They're okay with selling it at a discount because they don't want to deal with it. They want to be done with it. So me, and we'll call the seller Bob, okay? So Bob wants to sell the house for $50,000 to me. So me and Bob, we sign a piece of paper and agree that he will sell me the house and I will buy the house for $50,000. But let's say you don't have $50,000 to buy the house, but you know it's a fantastic deal. Well, you got to make sure in that agreement that it's in there and in a paragraph somewhere that you can assign or sell that purchase agreement to a different buyer or a different investor, a different entity, whatever you want to call it. And that other person, let's say Sally's going to buy our purchase contract, which will allow her to close on the house for $50,000. And then she pays you a fee for the deal, which is called an assignment fee. And you can agree to whatever that is. So let's say Sally's willing to pay a total of $60,000 to acquire the house and pay for whatever fees, including your assignment fee. So Sally buys the house, she pays the closing costs, and maybe she pays you a $9,500 assignment fee. So Sally's into the deal for $60,000. The seller gets the $50,000, I get my $9,500, the title company gets $500, okay? So I'm happy I made money by finding the deal. So the only money that's required by you as the wholesaler that's doing the deals and finding the deals is first finding the seller. So the marketing, that is the majority of your money as a wholesaler. So can you find sellers with $0? Yes, it is possible, but it is not advised. And I'm gonna get into that and how that works, okay? The other piece of money that you're gonna need is what's called earnest money. So in pretty much every state across the country, I'm not an attorney, okay? So you might have to confirm this with your attorney just to clarify that. You're gonna have to have earnest money. And what that means is it's money that once you agree to buy a piece of property, the buyer of the property needs to take a certain portion of money, whatever you agreed to on that real estate purchase agreement, you need to take earnest money to the title company who handles the transaction and signs over the paperwork. So you have to take a lump sum of money that's going to be held until the deal's done. You can agree to have that be for as much or as little as whatever you agree to between you and the buyer. Your attorney in your state or your title company may advise to be like 1% of the total purchase price or even more or less. I remember in the beginning, I only did $5 down on my first couple deals. Now I put a minimum of $500 down because that's what my attorney has advised me to do. So you got to have some money for earnest money, okay? So you definitely have to do that because it's not a legally binding agreement till you have earnest money down. That is one of the regulations in most states, like I said, to make a contract binding. So Can you do it without earnest money? Have I forgot to put earnest money down on deals that I've done and closed deals? Yes, it has happened. It was not on purpose. Most title companies are going to require that you give the earnest money before they do the work. That kind of got overlooked on some of my deals. So is it possible to do deals without earnest money? Yes, it is. It has happened, but it's not suggested, okay? Okay, let's go back to marketing. How much do you need to spend to find deals, okay? I will not even coach, because I coach people, right? Yes, there's tons of free content, my YouTube channel, my podcast. I'm trying to help and serve as many people as I can. I really am. But I also coach people that want the step-by-step exactly how to do it and want access to me and my cell phone number and want help from me. And I do have some requirements before I'll even coach someone, because I don't coach everyone. One of my requirements is you have to have at least $500 a month to spend on marketing. I tell my students where and how to spend it, and I'll tell you what I tell my students and what I want them to do for marketing. We use what's called driving for dollars. You can look that up. You can watch my YouTube channel, my podcast. You can watch the 40-day challenge. You see what I'm doing and how I'm doing it, okay? But I teach my students exactly what I'm doing and how I'm doing it, exact steps, and I require $500 a month in marketing. So can you do deals with $0? Yes. Let me give you 4 ways that I've done deals without spending any dollars on marketing. Okay? No money at all on marketing, and I've done deals 4 different ways. The first way that I've done deals without spending on marketing is door knocking. So I also have a podcast with Justice Soto. He's in Orlando, Florida. He actually door knocked and got like his first 3 or 4 deals, made a ton of money. So door knocking is basically you're driving through the neighborhood, doing driving for dollars, but instead of tagging properties with an app and spending money on marketing, you just get out of your car, knock on the crappy house, knock on the neighbors' doors, try and figure out what's going on, figure out if they want to sell. Very time consuming, not very efficient, but it is possible, and I've done deals doing that. Another way that you can do deals is by networking with real estate agents. Many real estate agents will find sellers that want an investor. They don't want to necessarily list the house, they just want an investor now. Real estate agents call this pocket listings. So if you go out and start networking and meeting a bunch of real estate agents, you can say, hey, if you ever have any pocket listings and you need a cash offer, I would love to be first or even second offer. You assume you have someone, but I would love to get a shot at the opportunity if you have any. So you can go out and network with real estate agents and ask for pocket listings, okay? Another way that you can find deals for absolutely no money is networking with people that I've met at real estate investors associations and other people that are trying to get into this industry. Since I have a large cash buyers list or investors that will buy deals from us, they'll bring me deals. So by putting it out on social media, what you're doing, going to the Real Estate Investors Association groups and building relationships with people will bring you deals that you can then dispo or sell the opportunity, right? And you get a percentage of that deal. Another way that you can do deals for absolutely free is by going to Metromediation companies, biohazard cleanup companies. They like clean up dead people, murder victims, kind of gruesome job. But you can go to those people and say, if you find a seller that would like, someone that's needing the Metromediation or a body cleaned up or something, and it's transparent and clear that they just want to sell the house, if you will bring us that lead, we'll pay you a portion of the profits on the wholesale deal, as well as we'll put it in the contract that you have to do the Metromediation. So you double dip. You make profits on the referral and you make profits on the work. We've done a bunch of deals doing things like that as well. So those are 4 of my favorite ways to find real estate wholesale deals for absolutely free. It's going to take time. It's going to take effort, right? There's no such thing as a free lunch. It's an economic law. So that is going to help you get started if you want to. But my advice, 100% my advice, is to have money for marketing, right? I truly believe that real estate investing and specifically real estate wholesaling is marketing, and our product is real estate. You have to produce leads. Those leads will then have to be worked in negotiations and getting them under contract. But really the majority of your profits are going to become because you have a marketing company. And so if you think that this is just a way to make a quick buck, and it's easy, this is not a business that you should start, right? This is not easy. This is a lot of hard work, and it does require marketing dollars. We don't spend a lot of marketing dollars. For every dollar that I make, I spend anywhere between, depending on the marketing channel, for driving for dollars, I don't spend more than 13 cents to make $1. So I make a very large profit margin. Some of my more expensive marketing channels, I spend 50, 60 cents to make $1. But imagine you sit down at a lottery machine and you put in 10 cents and $1 comes out. And then you put in, $1,000 and $10,000 comes out, right? You're probably never gonna get out of that chair. You're just gonna keep feeding that machine and more money is going to be coming out, right? And that's essentially what a wholesaling business can be if you understand your marketing, if you understand that where you spend your money is going to produce leads, which is going to produce revenue. That's how you find success. And then the best part about real estate wholesaling is you have this marketing machine producing leads, producing deals, and then you get to cherry pick. You get to say, oh wow, this one would make an incredible rental, or this one would make an incredible Airbnb. This one would increase my net worth by 6 figures, and all I got to put into the deal is $5,000 of my own money, right? Like those are the kinds of opportunities that will come across your table as a real estate wholesaler. You get to cherry pick the best of the best deals. I cherry pick less than 10% of my deals, and it increases my net worth by a lot. I bought 6 rentals so far this year, almost one a month. And I've increased my net worth by over almost $1 million between those 6 deals, which is absolutely incredible. And so, real estate wholesaling, like I said, it's completely changed my life. It can change your life too. I don't want to sugarcoat it. It's a lot of work. It takes effort, but it is truly one of the best wealth building businesses that you can start. In my opinion, I have never found anything close to it. That's why I'm in it. It's why I love it. It's why I teach it. It's changed my life. It's changing my students' lives. And I hope it'll change your lives. I hope this doesn't discourage you, but encourages you to go out there, roll up your sleeves, be resourceful, and solve the problems. So some of the things you can do if you have no money right now to get started, I would suggest, especially if you're younger, if you're in your teens or early 20s, one of the best skills that you can acquire is sales, communication, and negotiations in this industry. And so I would actually go get a job as a door-to-door salesman. That's what I would do. If I could go back to Zack Boothe when he was 17 years old, instead of starting a window cleaning company, I would have told him, I said, you can start a window cleaning company in 8 months, but you have to go get a door-to-door sales job for 4 months and then go work for another window cleaning company for 2 months and then go start wholesaling. Or go start your window cleaning business. So if you want to start a wholesaling business, I would give you the same advice. I would go get a sales job. Most specifically, I would get a job as an acquisition manager. So you're negotiating all the wholesale deals for a real estate wholesaling company. I did that for 3 months before I went out on my own, and it was a game changer. I really understood how to talk to a seller, how to identify a seller, how to work through their problems and their objections. So I would go get a job for a real estate wholesaler or any sales company to gain that experience. And then as a side job, as a second job, I would get whatever entry-level job I could get with a wholesaler. If I couldn't get, my first pick would be as an acquisition manager for a wholesaling company. If I couldn't get that, I would go get a door-to-door sales job or any sales job. And then my side job, my second job, is I would cold call for a real estate wholesaler, even if I did it for free on the side and in the evening, to get good at talking to sellers and get some training and get your foot in the door in the industry. And with all of that extra money, I would take as much as I possibly could and invest it back into marketing and starting to find my own deals. So that would be my advice. And of course, I would hire a mentor to give me all those steps and everything else. But if you have no money at all, don't go hire a mentor. Go be resourceful, accumulate money, and gain some skills. My uncle always told me as a young man, he's an entrepreneur himself, he'd say, earn and learn, young man, earn and learn. So that's my advice to you guys. I hope you guys got some value. I hope you have some action steps. I hope you have some fire underneath you to go out and get started today. Hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Share it with a friend that you think might find this video beneficial as well. Thanks so much. We'll see you in the next video.